Welcome to the show. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like our videos. It always helps to guide us into what you liked to witness, see, and learn about. So recently I discovered Darwin's bizarre diet. We've all learned about Charles Darwin at school at some point, but apparently he had a very bizarre diet apart from just studying animals. Let's dive right in. Charles Darwin ate owls, iguanas, and armadillos. While studying at Cambridge University, Charles Darwin was head of the Glutton Club, a student group that met weekly to dine on rare and overlooked foods. The culinary crew prided themselves on eating what one member described as birds and beasts, which were before unknown to human palate. According to member John Herbert, the club's name was adopted in response to another Cambridge group that claimed to be adventurous eaters, but tended to dine on more common foods of the era, such as mutton chops, beans, and bacon. In contrast, the Glutton Club feasted on hawk, heron-like wading bird, and even a stringy brown owl, which actually led to the end of the group because it was so unappetizing. Very funny. Yet, even after leaving Cambridge in 1831, Darwin continued his culinary adventures. The naturalist's voyage around the world on the famed HMS Beagle led him to eat puma, iguana, giant tortoise, armadillo, and a 20-pound rodent he described as the best meat I've ever tasted. However, Darwin erred in 1834 while exploring in Argentina. He realized mid-meal that he and his friends were dining on rhea, spelled R-H-E-A, a Southern American ostrich that Darwin planned to study. In response, he grabbed the bones of his associates' plates and combed through the garbage bin for any viable remains before sending them to a taxidermist in London. Very interesting. It's always amazing, the things that you don't know and the things we can learn. Continuing, Charles Darwin once intended to become a priest. Did you know that? After dropping out of Edinburgh Medical School, Darwin enrolled at Cambridge University in 1829 with plans to enter the priesthood. As he had been born into the Church of England and educated at church boarding school, the trajectory made sense, at least until his evolutionary theories began to conflict with the church's creationist teachings. So myths abound about Darwin's aversion to God and religion, but despite his scientific allegiance, he was not an atheist. After the HMS Beagle returned to England in 1836, Darwin began exploring the dichotomy between religion and science and wrestled with the idea of how God and evolution could exist. Very cool stuff. That brings us to the end of this episode. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/SamsonKing to support the channel. We appreciate it. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.